they're getting romped on, they're not the ones to stick around if they ain't got a bunch. You break their back real quick, you put them out of the game. How many times they always say, oh, there's way too many of them. There are way too many of them. Alright, we're going to take it right to their front door. I don't see Useful and them jumping off the wall.
I just killed Useful 5 seconds.
Oh, perfect then. I don't know, it just said you left group. I didn't do anything. Okay. I got one of those internal errors last night too, but it didn't say go to customer service or whatever. But I got it said internal error. Some number. Now, can't explain to you, while you have Emperorship, Nemesis, you don't want to take BRK and you don't want to take Alicia. You want Alicia yellow and you want BRK red, okay? That way, whatever little fights break out amongst them, they fight each other. They'll even bridge fight, and then you last longer. If you take your group and you go to Alicia and BRK, a lot of times when the real push comes, and they'll have units at different keeps, you'll get flagged and you'll have your transit line cut off. So you want Asher Oswald to be your last keep to defend. And even if they take your home keeps, don't worry about defending scrolls. You defend Emperorship at all costs, down to one keep. So right now it's perfect. You want BRK red and you want Alicia yellow. You try to take Robeck and Chalman when you can. And then if you can, and then, I mean, if you do ever go for a scroll run, expect the rule of thumb is you'll lose 1 or 2 keeps. And if it's just pathetically slow, like if you broke their back, then you take BRK and Alicia.
Mark and everybody's coming around to the front door from the mine right now. Group a dozen, 15.
Alright, look to your left flank here.
Players.
Let's push them. I got a barrier. You got a negate? Give me a negate on them.
Okay. Oh, this ain't making sense.
I disconnected.
Barrier.
Beautiful.
Okay, door is down. They got a little defense set up down the middle.
Got any gates?
What the hell?
I have a tent on the north side of the keep on top of the tower.
Okay. Can't, Nemesis, and one other go get their tent.
I'll go with them.
Okay, that's fine. The rest of us try to drop siege. And Nemesis, you hit harder on a siege, so you should be shooting siege too when you can. The imp hits twice as strong or some shit like that. So you should always have like ballistas on you, and you can run back and forth and shooting 2 ballistas. It'll help melt the doors a lot quicker. Alright, 2 coming out on the porch. A lot of oils. Just be mindful. Goodbye, Max Bro. Ego got on late, can't?
Nice.
Yeah, it was nice. Only for, you know, it was really late, like 4 in the morning. They said they fell asleep, so I'm not sure if Ego's in England or in Arabic lands. But, yeah, said Glitter would come and play too, so maybe they'll come play the next day or 2. Send her a little message.
Well, at least he looks good. 1 bar on each.
They seem to be addicted to, Destiny. So. Alright, Oswell's flagged and Bleeker's is flagged. They just cleaned up Bleeker's. Honest, thank you. Honest, after you do repairs, if you can hear me, if you're at Bleeker's, try to go to Oswell. Okay, who in our group?
North wall, we'll put up a tent. Don't jump out and burn the tent. Come to the north wall at this door, and we're gonna kill everybody that comes through.
Okay, how many you want? The group or?
At least 3.
Alright, Nemesis, why don't you go with Tan on the north wall, Detriment, and then one more DPS. Sick, why don't you go?
Okay. On it.
Alright, Kant's by himself, so Nemesis, you gotta go to the north wall. You don't have to go outside the keep, inside the keep he means. They're gonna use the tent and come back in. All you gotta do is stay in the courtyard.
Let the amp burn the NPCs. We're just re-killing the guys that you guys are killing.
Okay. Alright, who in the group is the person that's been throwing the negates?
We haven't had
Somebody threw a negate when we were fighting. We ain't had one? Alright. Well, there's quite a bit on the first flag without a negate. That's gonna be rough. Pull some NPCs. Just cut down some NPCs for a minute. Anybody have a storm in the group? Keep pulling NPCs. You got negate, Mortzy? Is it active? Ready? There's a lot on that front flag, dude.
Clear imagination.
Tim,
Yeah.
get to the gate. You're gonna have to push that flag. Go be beast
Yep.
and fight everybody. Don't come back there.
Okay. Wait for Nemesis to get to the porch. Keep firing siege down the middle. I'll also have a barrier. Mortzy, if they make a hard push to the porch, go ahead and negate them, but not yet. Keep ranging them. There's no siege shooting down the middle. I'll put the siege there.
If you're on the healer, go help them and cut that breach.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody come to the breach. The keep is the prize.
Nobody actually
Alright, they built the
They
door.
closed down the door.
Yeah, that's alright. It's 26%. That's okay. Mortzy will have his negate charged, and then we'll have everybody here. That's fine. I put down 2 more siege. If you can pick one up on the oil, pick one up. Goodbye, Murph.
Okay.
Inspire gamers here.
On a red?
No, on the yellow.
Oh, let's go in
Yeah,
here.
don't push out farther than the door.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna make sure these guys don't fix it, but this thing's like taking a lot of time.
Okay, door's at 14%. It says you see down the middle.
As the Emperor, it's your right to jump on any other person's siege and shoot it once it hits the top. We're gonna do double the damage.
Hey, our whole group, let's get to the porch. If you see Wolf Shield, pick him up. I don't know if he crashed. Door's at 7%. Alright, Mortzy, we're going to have you negate that first flag. I'm going to have a barrier. We're going to let the imp go wild. Alright, door's about to go down. Alright, everybody to the porch. In 3, 2, 1, pop and negate. Mortzy, negate the first flag.
Barrier right here.
Okay, thank you, Max.
There you go.
Second barrier.
Pop it. Oh, drop meteors.
God damn, that fucking fire thing was just follow me.
There's a lot packed in there. One negate ain't gonna quite be enough.
And we got tent. Yep, we do. We got a tent.
Yep, use the tent if you can.
I'm at a tent range.
Alright, if you can, ride from Bleakers real quick. Meet us at the resource.
Come on.
Don't rush back in. There's not enough blue alive. Yeah, they're running back to the front door. Alright. Alright, some blues are riding in from Bleakers. Alright, let's go to front door. If you're out of tent range, ride from Bleakers as quick as you can. Drop a siege and hit the outer door. It's already pouring out. That's why I wanted to stay at the resource.
hell
But
is
that's alright, there's some blues.
Oh, I'm frozen. Up
Every once in a while, it'll come back, Max.
barrier here. Why not? In a minute. Okay. Here we go. Oh, what the hell was this?
Okay, back to bleachers.
Somebody have the hiccups.
I just drank a Coke. Yeah, that's like, God damn it. Took a fast drink of the Coke.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
Alright, Alpha be here. Got another negate. Hey, Mortzy and Alpha, you're our negates.
Alright. Shit. Oh. Ah, shit, here they come. It'll be a gate fight.
Wayfarer, come speak with me,
Okay.
please.
Bam. Back for that visual. They're so dumb. Ganging up on that.
Yeah, well, I'm with you, Gil Boy. Hold the line. All right, on the gate, second and third floor. Let's go back to the gate. Wow, Evian's on blue today?
Really?
Did I see that right?
I think so, yeah.
Holy shit!
They're all switching to blue, what the hell?
Oh no, there was some dead yellow at that gate. Must not been her clan. What the hell?
It was some black guy yesterday, now it's Evian.
I'll take Evian. The other guy's got skills, but I'll take your heals. Alright, down the middle, here comes big push. Down the middle, gate, down the middle.
I'm heading back.
Never revenge somebody else's
Take a left turn, we'll crab them in the west side of the keep. Make sure we help the blues over here. Take a left-hand turn. Before you chase them back towards the mine, cram them in the and back in their keep. Alright, should we just breach on the side on this wall right here? Or window wall?
Yes, sir.
Alright. That'll work. Maybe two people flip the mine real quick, just two. Right here on the 4-window wall. I mean 3-window to the left here. I mean, even if you get a trab and you're tanky, you can hit the inner. Don't let them come out the ground floor door. Make sure you keep them crammed back in the keep. Keep your trap beast down, Max. If you're on your night blade and you put your trap beast, walk up to this door and just drop a trap beast.
I got the barrier and I got that, whatever, hell, the dawn breaker on what you told me to use.
Yep. But the things like trap beast and stuff, if you put it on that bar that you attack with, they add damage, your fighter guild abilities. So I run that on my attack bar. You get a little, what is it, 2-3% or something?
They're hitting resources at Ash right now, Tim.
Okay. You want to bail on this and go to Ash?
I think at least others should go check it out.
Okay. Alright, you, Nemesis, and somebody with a mic. Take Alpha. Well, no, I need his negate. I mean, I'm still going to be thin, but... Alright. Yeah, take whoever you want. One more with Kant and Nemesis, and you guys go to Ash. Hurry up.
Oh, Ash now?
I got him.
Yeah. Okay, Gilboy. My one ballista ain't gonna cut it over here.
There now, but
Oh, we got another healer.
Oh, excellent, Trey.
Yeah, straight.
Come on, take Gladius.
Right. Yeah, we
If anybody has a ballista, try to put one down by me. This is my last one. Okay, don't let them come out the ground floor. Once they see one or two fighting good, they'll start jumping off the wall. All right, your right flank. Here we go. Right flank. Everybody get ready.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some in stealth over here too. Yeah, right flank too.
Somebody digging at this.
All right, you want us to just fall back and go to Ash? I mean, we make Oswald.
We make Oswald our last defense, but either way, you guys gotta hurry there at Ash. Everybody needs to set up siege. Do you guys need to get moving, or?
Yeah, we're adding Ash right now.
I think he means Talman. Yeah, I mean this is clusterfuck. It's just a big field fight right now.
Yeah, and it's while that's going on, we're actually losing as amateurs. So at least our group has to play something.
All right, let's go back to Oswell. So it don't flag. Just death spawn or ride to Bleakers and back.
I'm not commit suicide.
T'as-tu rapids, non?
Yeah, they're doing pretty good down. They are doing pretty good here though. All these stragglers.
Yeah, it's
Well,
just unfortunate.
they're trying. Yeah.
Charles and lose Ash. Like, that's just bad. That's just bad mathematics. If we could have been faster, if we had a nice board when we tried to get to Charles, just took too bad.
Yeah, I mean, we needed another negate on that push.
Yeah, it happens.
And a storm, maybe.
Jesus, they're wiping the shit out of these.
The group has.
They wiped them out down here. Jesus, that's pretty damn good.
Okay.
Oh, you there?
Oh my god, I like it so bad.
Yo, restez proche du world. C'est le fun.
Oh. Oh, you don't please.
Oh, it's yellow. Ash is already gone.
So,
Okay. I'll do a lap around Oswald, make sure there ain't no thieves around.
Yeah, our group defends
Yeah.
Oswald at all costs.
what are these people fucking... What the hell?
Yo, fuck off, faut défendre l'équipe, non? Ils sont juste distraits.
Yeah, that's what's on by me. Come on, somebody. Fire these motherfucking trebuchets. Ah, vraiment, je là.
Yes. Je vais être bon, hein?
Well, they're getting the wall down over here. So.
Ils s'en viennent pour toi, sauve-toi.
and whatever you do, don't turn in bounties, because the warden's already being hit, and if they cut off our supply line, we need to be at Oswell. Okay, and what we like to do is we like to do laps and use our infinite respawns. Basically, laps means going in a circle, winning the fight on that side of the keep, and then going to the next keep. We keep a tent down for emergencies.
Ball's down over here, guys.
Where?
Okay, Max.
At Charmin.
Charmin.
That's what I said. There's quite a bit of.
Hopefully they take it, but there was enough yellow to flip Ash that damn fast. It's
Yeah.
incredible. Like more power to them. If we can hold this and other blues can take a keep or two and give us some breathing room, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But if they can't take that shit and we can't hold this, then I buy it. Holding this is the one thing that gives everything else possibility. Might be boring for the next half hour. And you run around and kill one EX, do whatever it is you want to do to have fun, make a few videos. At least that's what I do when the fight actually gets here. You join in and wipe out hundreds of them.
Mm-hmm. All right, yellow's here. A big group, front door. Everybody, Max, come back to Oswell. Everybody at Charmin, come back to Oswell. Give me a negate in the middle of the yellow group on the front door.
I got to die somewhere.
Need the heals on the front door. Fear, trap beast. Come on, they're getting a ram down. Fearing them. All right, door's at 60%. They're pounding it in. Tent is down. We're going to defend this choke. Alpha, Mortzy, I need you on mic. I need the negates ready. 45%, go down fast. I need everybody on the ground floor. This can be over before it started.
I have to build up negate and wait till I have to.
Okay, or if not, I need you to die in the breach with me. Alright, trap beast down. Mortzy, you got a negate ready? Drop a negate. Dawnbreakers, alties. I mean, come on. When you got an alti, drop it. A negate in the choke, wherever.
Negate and choke. Negate and choke.
Push him out. Push him out. Prepare the doors.
Two more on the far left flank. They're probably getting a tent down also. Tent will be straight away where we put it. Here they come.
Okay, guys, pull back. If they all spawn in, that's gonna be one big ass fucking rush coming at us with full resources.
Okay,
Sure we
once you
pull back,
repair the
disarm
door,
flags.
alright. Come on out.
Yep,
We got a
everybody
tent.
out here.
I got a barrier. Everybody come out the door. I'm popping barrier. If you got to negate in the middle of them once they get clustered.
Try not to spend too much time targeting nukes. Just a tank.
Yep. I'm trying to get off him. I'm like stuff. Alright, here we go. Get off the guys with guard.
Fuck.
You're in tent range, right? Okay.
Keeps on flag.
Keeps on flag. Keep coming out. Jump off the wall. Help me before I die. Jump off the wall. You got infinite respawns.
You keep some flag, I'm coming.
Kill it inside. Come out. That's too much harder.
Negate these two fucking Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
The flag and keep.
Yeah, we have a tent and it's on. Get out here. Somebody dropping the gate on Tweedledee and Tweedledum so we can push forward, bypassing them. Doing laps is not sitting in the keep. This is what we do. Four flags.
I got barrier when I could get out of that gate. Come outside. Barrier.
Oh yeah, I just got like 4 of them. Okay, that's an instant. First slice is better than first slice.
Alright, it's at 62%.
I hear you guys talking. I'm already here. Coming over there.
Okay.
Oh, they're dropping again. Get off and
Alright, I'm getting to their siege line. Start burning their siege. Push forward a couple people back here. Four flags. It's at 62%. I'm getting them off their siege. Fuck, the guy in the back row shooting me with the siege.
There we go, burning it.
That's how we do that shit, guys. Nice
There.
shit. Keep that tent burning.
That's how you do it.
Now we still got, I think we got like 2 or 3 people running stupid around inside. And we
Okay.
Good. Where's the tent at now?
We need to make sure another wall isn't hit yet.
Yeah, I'll do a lap, check the inside of the keep.
That was fun, staying there up there on this side of the gate.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed healing there. Whoever else was there, I think True was there with us. I think,
Nemesis
staying there.
I think Blue was
listen
there
up,
as well.
Nemesis and 2 people go flip the farm real quick.
I'm heading that way.
Alright, Max and 2 people with Nemesis flip the farm.
I'm going.
Alright, nothing on, no siege on the farm side, no siege on the north wall.
It's flagged. I don't know why.
Well, they hit the front door. It was at probably 50%. It'll unflag once the repairs.
Some douchey fucking Templar over here. I'm killing it. There, finish him off. We got him. Let's go.
Alright, farm's flipped.
Excellent. And there's no siege anywhere around the keep. It'll unflag in a minute. Okay. Detriment and Cant, let's flip the lumber mill.
Did they break the inner door at any points?
Not the inner. They broke the outer.
Okay, I was gonna say maybe check the inside if they did, but no, they got it on flag. When you get the chance, send me the invite.
Okay.
What do I need to do, coach?
Alright, I got yellow at the lumber mill. Or do I? Nope, blues. Okay.
Is Nemesis on?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
So Tim, when we had like 4 of us, 3 of us were actually here and running around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it was so hard to not invite Mojo, who was standing right in front of me. Fuck. Like, he's the only one of those assholes I met.
Mm-hmm.
He was obviously like nobody else was on there. He was solo too. He was talking in zone chat. He was the only one that was actually on point with what he was saying in zone chat. And I'm like, fuck. Why'd you have to choose wrong?
Did you guys clear out number?
I don't know about the level.
Yeah. There was, I mean, only one yellow guy that was like all off to the side, so. Alright, till they come, we're gonna have, they didn't quite take Shaman, so. Sometimes doing laps gets boring, but again, it's a very simple principle. I mean, you're gonna see some shit that you don't think you can beat. Because some of you haven't played with us quite long enough. But the object of is basically stay on crown, and we go in a consistent direction. We basically go clockwise or counterclockwise, the whole group outside the wall. Okay? The premises is if they can't put siege down, they can't flag the keep. So wherever we are fighting, if it's the front door side, you always come back. If you're yelling Tempest, they're on the farm, and you're at the front door, I understand what I'm doing. I've done this a long time. Okay? You have to beat one side of the keep first, and then smash the other. You'll think it's impossible, and it can't be done, but you always jump off the keep wall that we're fighting at. If it's on the north wall, don't go to the front door if it's being sieged or if it's broke if I tell you not to. Okay? I'll go around the keep and smash them and then come in behind them. It doesn't work 100%, but some of the ones that have witnessed some of the things, they'll never forget it.
Yeah, that was a tiny surge for what we're gonna end up getting here.
Okay, so the 2 negates are crucial. Mortzy and Alpha, yours 2 are crucial, so you gotta be on mic. You gotta be on foot.
Yeah, I'm on mic.
Alright, here we go to the farm. Okay, first things first. Yellow flip this, stay on crown, and we just annihilate what's ever in our path. Alright, we just start with Wolfie here. Keep it simple.
I just killed that dude. This keeps coming back and making the same fucking answers.
Yeah, he probably put a little tent in the thing. So basically, we're starting our laps now. Red's gonna be here too. So don't get too far out in front, don't get too far in behind. What we do is we'll creep around the side of the keep, an edge, and then we'll charge in together. We'll dump our ulties where I call, and it'll be fun. Alright, now we just go to the north wall. We're gonna do our laps counterclockwise. Might be boring for a while, and then you'll smash some shit. You might be bored for a while. Some people get tired of coming here because they realize what the fuck we're doing to them.
Oh, shit.
And after a while, they give up. Alright, here we go. Just north wall together.
Well, we are catching stragglers around here. Little yellows here
Yeah.
or there.
But the red force has 2 bars, and they'll be here very quick since they didn't get shaman. So they should be. Alright, then just steady pace. Like I said, it's going to get boring. That yellow group didn't like losing. We can beat the red group a few times. People ain't going to like it. Barrier on your back bar is a big thing, like Max does, or I do, or da-da-da-da. Heals are huge.
Yeah, as soon as I came out of that gate, I was in front of a ramp while they was putting the ram up. I threw the barrier, then I burnt the ram.
I've got the Vesto ulti on the back bar, just in case.
Wow.
Alright, Mortzy. And like Kant said, we defend, and if the other blues can flip a keef and give us a little breathing room, then we go play and have some fun. Like you said, it might be a half hour of boredom.
But by all means, Amp, if you want to run over to fucking Warden and help them run through whatever pugs are over there holding that shit, go right ahead. We'll scream if you need to die and get back, and there's gonna be a big defense you're super needed for.
Yeah, exactly. So
you should be able to like go 1v3, 1v5.
Yeah.
If there's a couple of randoms with you should be able to just really fucking lay it out there.
If you don't mind, go to Bladeless and clear that out real quick. Keep the transit open.
yeah, and I can send one person with you too. Kant can go, or David can go, or anybody can go.
Yeah.
You know, so if you want to have fun, Nemesis, you can, you know, take one of the guys and,
You know, don't want the transit closed. That's what they're trying to do.
we don't mind being bored for a little while. People always go, do you push out, do you this? Well, 2 armies hitting you, you push out, you get flagged real quick.
I'm gonna go to Glade Mist real quick.
It don't take 20 people long to put down 2 siege apiece, and that wall goes down really quick.
Yep.
So we just punish the little stragglers that like to come, and then when we get in the big fight, we'll have fun.
Can I get an invite?
Yeah, of course. I'm going to be huge because that's another negate. And really, the other blues, like Max said, did a good job at Shaman. They might not have took the keep, but they beat him on that nice push, so they might just be, you know, holding him at bleakers, and that's nice too.
That was quite a bit of them. They knocked down the wall, and they was holding them back.
And if worst case scenario, if it gets really boring, I'll just send 4 people with a battering ram dash. You know, 4 people that can take the keep. If they're
I was gonna say, send the Emperor over there.
Yeah, exactly. We can send, you know, 4 people, 3 people with a battering ram and the imp down there.
Yeah.
If they just got bored and they don't want to come back, well, then we'll take their thing and then it opens up for us to have fun.
Yeah, because we can push down on yellow. They only have a bar like us, so.
It's good.
Alright, David, Cowboy, and AFU are at Glade Mist, so that's 4 of us.
Yeah, I'm going to Glade Mist right now to clear it out, because, it's just cleared out. We're good.
Okay, perfect. Now, if you 3 want to go up and clear out Warden, you can.
Clear out Warden? Okay.
Yep. Now, 4 times 4, 4 people not in the group is 16.
I was going to say,
About
just
what we have.
have.
Yeah, it's 25% of our battle strength. So when people look like, how did we lose? Well, you're not letting me fight with the whole group that we have. So that's the other point.
Yeah, just
30
holler at me
people
if I
show up, and you got 12 fighting. Yeah, I will. And then once you clean that up... Alright, Kant looks like he's heading south. Nemesis, why don't you go with Kant? He's past the lumber mill going towards Ash, and then one more person go with Kant and Nemesis.
Oh, I was gonna be AFK. I was literally just riding to the well and gonna sit AFK.
Oh, okay.
Texas.
I was.
I was just gonna give you a warning because I figured they'd come to the well if on their way up. You know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
just gonna, since I was AFK, I wasn't really doing anything.
All right. David and Cowboy are going to Warden. All right. Cant's watching the south. Perfect. And we just continue to do our laps.
I need to figure out where the Legion gets from. Texas. Let me know if you see this.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's coming out of the shadows, but he's kicking it there.
Texas front door. Let's go. What about
Who's
to kick
in-
Blade Mist too? Still good. Or not Blade Mist, Warden.
Just for shits and giggles, is AFU in second place?
Mm-hmm.
She is. AFU? Has anybody asked AFU if she's been imp before, or Empress? Just for so we know. I don't know if her dialogue have been.
I'm pretty sure we got dialogue. I don't know if we
Did
ever
we?
did.
I couldn't remember.
I thought we did.
I think you're right. But somebody should text her a message and ask.
Fucking Blade Mist is under attack again.
Glade front door. Oh, not on this tune, but you've been okay. So you have had imp.
Warden is ours.
It is the last day of the campaign too, so it's even if
Today is the last day.
yeah, it'll be done tomorrow after.
Okay.
Hey, do you know what time the campaign resets?
Should have the hours there under campaign ends in
It's just
campaign ends in 1 day. Well, 24 hours
24
from
hours.
now.
No, it's 26 hours, 13 minutes, and 55 seconds from now.
Okay.
Did you
Sorry, I said
notice?
26, I meant 25. It's 1 day, 1 hour.
Okay.
Did you
All right.
notice that?
Nemesis says farm side, so get on Crown. Our north wall is our little blind spot, you know, but let's get on Crown. I know everybody gets complacent and stretched out, but that's not what we do. All right, Warden is back to being blue too.
Yeah, Warden is good. Blade Mist is under attack again. I'm gonna just go quickly. If I need to die, I'll just die. Come on, man.
Okay.
Tell
And
me how many
still
you have
there.
over there. Fucking yellow keeps hitting Blade Mist.
The farm. I don't see anything going on at the farm.
Neither.
okay, that's fine. That's a good thing. It's lumber mill. All right, let's turn around. One person go check the north wall and west wall. Call it Max. You check out the north wall and west wall. Everybody else, let's go clockwise or whatever direction, back towards the lumber mill. This might be the large yellow group.
Okay, that's what we're doing. I knew you were chasing something. Yeah, here we go. Got a bunch of yellow on me. So far, we got 3.
Oh shit.
North wall's fine.
All right, Chillax and the guys can play here. Might not be the whole yellow group, but they can play.
Where you at? Well, yellow? Where's yellow at?
Yeah, front door.
Front door? Okay,
Alright.
that's...
A lot of yellows over here. Fuck.
Alright, let's flip the lumber mill.
Texas, they're on the front door inside on the Great Mist.
Alright. They had a tent down too, so Chillax and them are back up. They're in the lumber mill pile. Most of, well, kind of. A couple broke left. Now they're going towards the flag.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah.
So my friend, just he's in the zone chat, or group chat.
Yeah.
If we were to invite him down to the zone show.
Okay, we'll send him an invite. Whoever asked me to invite that judge 1,000 years or whatever, okay? I mean, he was blaring his music in guild chat the other day when I got on, and then he just, like, left it unattended. I sent him a little whisper. He ain't been a problem since, but he's new, and he really ain't been out to PvP. So just be mindful that he's new or whatever, but, I mean, if he's a total, you know, if he becomes an ass, you know, and playing rap and just leaving it unattended loud, then just feel free to boot him from the guild. I didn't at that time just because he was new.
Oh shit, I didn't even know so that's a new one. I don't think I've ever met him.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody asked me to invite him. It was friend of a friend kind of thing. So, like this same scenario.
The one guy in the guild that's not, or the group that's not in guild.
There he is. I found him. He's in the water. You're all in the water. Over here on the east side in the water.
Great Mist is good.
They're hiding. I knew they was going to be hiding in the water. Yeah. Yeah.
Steve, what of me?
I knew that was going to happen. It was funny how I couldn't, you know, we couldn't find those guys that was there. So I figured, well, they got to be here at the water.
There you go, Max.
I'm pretty good at sniffing those little fuckers out.
And then the other thing is if they're not sieging, they're not a threat to the last keep. So once we flip a resource, it's like back towards the keep. Okay, you caught one of them, two of them, that's cool. But we don't waste a ton of time like chasing somebody, you know, little groups down. Like I said, we're looking at killing 20s and 30s and 40s that show up. So while you're chasing these guys, you know, somebody could be flagging the keep, so that's the whole thing. We'll kill them this time. But once they get too far of a distance and they're not a siege threat, they're not a threat at all.
Great Mist and Warden are good. I'm trying to back up with you guys.
Good.
Great.
That
Okay,
Lionheart
then
is
once you
getting
get back
nervous.
here, David, then we'll send our little attack force on the other keep. We'll send like 5 people and with a battering ram, you know, and then see if we can gain a little keep, because whatever reason, the Reds haven't shown up yet.
Well, Red was over there at the Great Mist. There was 7 of them that wiped.
Mm-hmm. But the ones from Shaman, there's a pretty good-sized group. I don't know why. Maybe the Blues are holding them over there. But I see, yeah, there is a little skirmish at Bleecker, so that other blue group is holding down that side of the board. That's good. Okay. Yeah. So why don't you take David, Cowboy, Can't, you want to go? Or Can't, are you busy?
Still have. What's up? Where do you want me to go?